Greeting of the day, my dear 7th class students. I'm Naveen, your moral science teacher. I hope you're doing good. Students, in this video, we are going to talk about the 6th chapter of your moral science book. And the name of the chapter is The Letter, and the moral value behind the chapter is gender equality. So let's find out and what happened in the story. So the story starts with a girl, and the girl is telling the story herself. It was probably the April of 1974. Bangalore was getting warm and gulmohars were blooming at the IISc campus. I was the only girl in my postgraduate department and was staying in the ladies' hostel. Other girls were pursuing research in different departments of science. So as you can understand here, the girl was staying in ladies hostel, and she was in her postgraduate department, and and her friends also pursuing research in different department of science. So let's move on. And now then she's telling that I was looking forward to going abroad to complete a doctorate in computer science. I had been offered scholarships from universities in the US. I had not thought of taking up a job in India. So she's telling us that she was interested in different she was offered different scholarships from different universities in US, and she had been planning for that actually. So one day, while on the way to my hostel from our lecture hall complex, I saw an advertisement on the notice board. It was a standard job requirement notice from the famous automobile company Telco. Now it's known as Tata Motors, right? It started that the company required young, bright engineers, hardworking and with an excellent academic background, etc. So when she saw that advertisement, and she was quite interested at the moment, and the advertisement was from the Tata Motors, right? And today we know that company as in Tata Motors. So they were hiring young bright engineers, and with those who got excellent academic backgrounds. So at the bottom was a small line: lady candidates need not apply. So when at last she moved to that line, which was written over there, and what was written there? Lady candidates need not apply. So that's how the story turns around, and she was completely not able to understand, and she was not ready to accept that only because of the gender, that ladies cannot apply or something like that, right? So she had that curiosity, and she wanted to find a solution for that. So at last she tried to do something. That she can put forward her ideas towards the company, towards the leadership. So now the story starts with the point, the letter. So now she decided to write a letter, and as you can see here, the letter is written here: April 1974, Bangalore, right? The great Tatas have always been pioneers. They are the people who started the basic infrastructure industries in India, such as iron and steel, chemicals, textiles, and locomotives. So they have cared for higher education in India since 1900 and 19th century actually, and they were responsible for the establishment of the Indian Institute of Science. Fortunately, I study there, but I'm surprised how a company such as Telco is discriminating on the basis of gender. Sincerely, Sudha Kulkarni. So students, as you can see here, she wrote a letter to the Tata company, and she mentioned all the things, all the grateful things that had been done in our country because of that industry. And now at last she returned here, but I'm surprised how a company such as Telco discriminating. She focused there about that discrimination when she find out when she found that last line in that advertisement which says that ladies cannot apply, so she strongly mentioned here that point, right students? So after that lots of things happened. She was appointed in that company after some time. She cracked the interview, and when the company chairpersons called that girl and took her interview, and they finally were completely agree that the girl is quite intelligent and talented as equal as any other male candidate. So that's how she got that offer, and she got that opportunity. So it's very important, students, at last I would say it's very important for all of us to take initiative against every single odd, or against every single discrimination in our society. So that's how we are going to make our country the best, or out of the box, you can say so, right? So the moral story, the moral value behind the story is, students, that we should cross over all the discriminations, and boys and girls should be treated equally. We all know that depriving someone of something because of gender is unfair. It's completely unfair actually. So that's all about the story, students. And at last I would say, don't forget to subscribe our channel, and also like and share the video. Thank you for watching. Have a great